yourself nice and comfortable. Before we do begin, I have to say, as always, any practices with me online, I as Michelle McGrath and as Simply Yoga Ireland do not accept any responsibility or liability for any injuries that may occur during these practices. I cannot see your bodies, guys, so I am just hoping that I am cueing enough, giving you enough instruction that you can get into positions and poses safely. Of course, if anything, like any class, whether I'm there or not, something does not feel right to your body, please don't push it into going further. Take your time, adapt, and just let your body go to where it is able and capable. And if that means no movement today, then don't move. Lie down, close your eyes, and just relax. So with that being said, get yourself relaxed on the mat, lie yourself down. So say legs out straight or knees bent. And let's just find a moment to pause. Our class today is going to be a little bit called like twist and breathe. We're going to bring in a little bit of movement that we'll continuously go through when we get warmed up. And we're just going to twist into the bodies a little bit. And then we'll pause and we'll take some nice breaths in them as well. We're just going to tune in a little bit more today. Good bit of movement, but still I want it to be mindful movement today. We'll try and go slow, we'll try and go mindfully, and we're going to have the breath at the forefront of our practice as always. So get yourselves nice and comfortable. Take a moment to settle your body into the earth and into the mat. Wherever that is for you today. Take a moment to just simply find your breath. Be aware of your breath as it enters and exits your body. Notice how it does this without any instruction, it just happens. This can be a reminder to ourselves, not just our breath, but everything in our body, it just happens, things happen. Allow your body to have the strength that it has, the power and the magic that it has to get us through each day. Remind yourself that your body, your breath, none of this needs to be told what to do. And we can kind of get a little bit of comfort from that. So let your body release and relax. Take a moment to bring awareness through the body. How do you arrive on your mat today? Do you arrive on your mat today the same as you arrived on your mat the last day? Notice if there's changes, and remember, notice these without any judgment. Notice whatever shows up with kindness and compassion. Notice mentally and emotionally how you arrive on the mat today. Without judgment, just be a witness to you, be a witness to your whole self. And then notice that breath one more time and begin to connect with it. As the breath flows in and out, we've already noticed that it's a natural rhythm. Now we can take the chance to lengthen this breath, to make it a little bit fuller, a little bit deeper, but not harsh. Just allow your inhales and exhales to be a little bit longer. If you can, breathe in and out through the nose, but staying in a relaxed and calm space. If you wish to do Ujjayi breath and bring a sound, please feel free. As you connect to these breaths, notice that the facial muscles stay relaxed. Just inquire into your body, be a witness today. And anytime you feel that the body might tense up, if the body is starting to tense, it's either the breath is being pushed too hard or your body is being pushed too hard. And we do want to push it sometimes, but for today, let's just make sure that we stay relaxed. hands to touch at your heart center. Take a moment here, set your intention for your practice today. As we know, it's going to be called a little bit of twist and breathe. So your intention can be anything from I'm going to try and twist my body to I'm going to try and unravel my body to whatever it is for you. To I'm going to move because I'm going to eat so much chocolate this weekend. Let's set the intention together to practice with kindness. Practice with kindness on and off our mat. In our thoughts, our words, our actions, our deeds, and our movements. Practice with kindness towards ourselves and everyone around us. Slowly lower your hands down by your side. You can blink your eyes open. If the legs are stretched out, you can keep them there. If they're bent, stretch the legs out. Take an inhale and reach your arms over the head as if you're stretching for the first time today. Just stay here, take a breath. And stretch even more into the fingers, into the toes, into the feet. Take one deep inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, release here. This time inhale, point, stretch and reach. And on exhale, lower your hands all the way down. Let's take a bend to the knees, plant the feet. On the next inhale, we're going to reach our arms up and over. Nice and long in the side body, and on exhale, hands softly by your side. Just 2 more times. On inhale, reach. And on exhale, lower. 1 more time. On inhale, reach and stretch. Only go to as far as you can. And on exhale, lower all the way down. On inhale, bring your knees towards your chest. Again, only as far as they'll go. Remember, it's the morning time. We're going to take a few little circles. If your hands don't come towards your knees, your circles might be over here, or your feet might be planted with just waves from side to side. You decide. What suits today? What's my body okay with? Take a few little circles, a few little movements. And then we're going to pause if you can. We're going to take the hands off. It don't have to. You can keep the hands on. We're going to simply bring the knees from side to side. So it's like a little twist. You can keep the knee bend the same, or you can bring those legs out so they're in a more of a 90-degree angle. You can keep your hands on the knees. Little gentle rocking side to side. You can have your hands by your side and make that more into a twisting motion. Just a little bit of connection here. Draw the belly towards the spine. We're not coming big into a twist, it's just the start. So we're just very gently going from side to side. Squeeze the legs together. Hips are drawn inwards, belly draws in towards the spine. And then from there we're going to take those into a few circles. So keeping the knees squeezing together, you're going to start to circle up. Your circles might be teeny tiny, or your circles might be really, really big. If you need to, you can hold your thighs. You can stay holding your knees here. Same thing, belly in towards the spine, or you can even hold the outside of the mat. A little bit of movement. Now remember, you can go as big as you want, so if you want to, you can start straightening those legs out for a breath or two. We're not going to be here for too much longer. We're now just going to switch that direction. So you can be big and long, and then knees into the chest. Or remember, you can still just be small, baby little circles. It does not matter. Draw the belly into the chest. Find your breath and just be with the body. Be kind in the morning time when you practice. You haven't got that movement of the day. If you're used to practicing in the evening time with me, you haven't got that same movement in the body unless you've already gotten up and possibly what most people have done and cleaned their house. I've literally come to bed, had a cup of tea and come to the mat. So I'm kind to my body for the very beginning of the practice. So listen to what your body needs. Belly in, draw the knees into the chest, tight squeeze. Take one inhale here. As you exhale, lift your forehead towards the knees, curl the spine, and as you inhale, softly lower all the way back and down. We're rolling all the way over onto our side when you're ready. Slightly bring yourself up. We're going to come to a seat for a moment. Your seat might be cross-legged, or it might have the legs out nice and long, you decide. Whichever it is, we're just going to come to a little twist. So legs out or legs crossed. Get nice and tall when you come here. We're going to take our inhale and reach the sky. As you exhale, simple twist. Over to one side, hand to either the knee and the back hand just grazes the ground. As you inhale, reach up. Opposite side as you exhale. So on every inhale, think push the earth away with the sitting bones and reach long. And every exhale, you're finding that twist in the upper body. Again, over to the opposite side on your exhale. As you inhale, reach all the way up, and this time come into that twist and pause. So as you exhale, you're in your twist. As you inhale, get that spine long again. And as you exhale, turn your head this time to the opposite side. Get a little stretch here. Maybe even bring your chin or your ear towards your shoulder. Feel a little stretch and pause. With your inhales, get nice and long. And then with your exhale, turn your head to the back, to that back hand. Stay here, another breath. Push into the earth as you inhale. Get strong to come back to the center. And as you exhale, over to the opposite side. So again, hand down to knee and maybe just graze the ground. We're not leaning here. Take your inhales to get long. And as you exhale, you're going to find that little twist. Maybe turn your head over. Maybe drop your ear a little bit. We're looking for a little stretch here in the neck. As you inhale, get long. And remember, this can be done with the legs straight. And then as you inhale, get long the next time. But as you exhale, chin over towards that back hand. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, come all the way back to center. Reach the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, hands come out all the way down. We do just one round of seated cat-cow. Again, legs either way. This is just more comfortable for me. On our inhale, we're going to bring the elbows out nice and wide. We're going to tilt slightly so that we get a little arch in the spine. And as you exhale, round the spine. Bring your hands to touch, chin to the chest. As you inhale, we open, we stretch. And as we exhale, curl down, push the hands. Inhales, open, stretch. And as you exhale, curl, push those hands away. One more time, inhale, open, stretch. And exhale, push the hands, curl the spine. As you inhale this time, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, hands out all the way down. We're coming onto our hands and knees when you're ready. So come any way that you wish, nice and slowly, whichever suits you. If you want your blanket, grab it, don't have it too thick. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, take a little movement. Side to side, forward and back, circle, anything that suits you. Maybe take a little bit of movement, maybe take a lot of movement. Just tune in a little bit. Find that breath. Excellent. Forward and back. And then let's take a little pause. We're just going to take one inhale where we open the chest, tailbone rises, cow pose. And as you exhale round that spine, chin to the chest. As you inhale, open. Tuck your toes under this time. As you exhale, push all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath. You can move here a little bit, move one leg and then the opposite. Bending and stretching. Excellent. We're going to roll all the way forward to a plank pose if you're ready. If you wish, you can come to your knees. On your inhale, you're going to rock forward to plank. The shoulders come over the wrists. And as you exhale, we lower to the earth. Knees down. Bend your elbows to the back of the room and soften. With your inhale, lift the spine. And with your exhale, surrender. As you inhale, use your strength, push the earth away, hips come up, tuck your toes, lift your downward facing dog. Take a moment here, just notice, how's my breath, how's my body doing? Am I tensing? Is my face tense? Can you take a little smile as you look towards your knees or your toes? Can you soften the muscles of your face? Let your head relax, let your neck be soft. We're going to softly look towards our hands, walk, step or hop towards the top of the mat. Bend the knees as and when you need to. Take an inhale, spine long. Bend your knees, exhale, fold forward. Push that earth away as you inhale, let's rise. Hands to your heart, exhale. Excellent. Close your eyes and take one moment here. Take a breath. Feel the earth beneath you. Push the earth away. Lengthen through your spine. Get nice and tall. Feeling grounded, safe and secure. Reminding yourself every time you come back to stillness with the physical body, we do find a little bit more stillness mentally and emotionally. Take a moment now, blink your eyes open and give yourself a nice little shake out. We're ready to come in and add on and bring in some little sequences into this. You can keep your blanket where it is if you need to. You'll only be coming back into a lunge, so if you want to have it there. I don't, because I probably will fall by getting caught in it or something. So firstly, you just want to bring your feet about hips distance apart. We're going to just start off with a nice simple twist that I love doing in the morning times. So it's just very gently go from side to side. So we're just allowing our body to come from side to side, and it's a really nice one to wake up in the morning time. Bring out the spine a little bit, everything that's kind of gotten a little bit stuck. So notice now your body just kind of wants to go a little bit wider with the legs. And you can start lifting up the heels. We're not resisting this twist. Start to bring your arms a little bit higher. And then bring them even higher. Start to touch. Start to lift the heel and come up onto the toes. And really find space. And if you don't have much space to do this, it doesn't matter if you stay with the hands down. Just go wherever you can. Oh, I never said hi to Laura and Maisie and Sadie. And I know they were joining in this morning. So hi guys. Hope you're enjoying your practice. I'm sure you'll like this part. So guys, do a nice, start to reverse it, start to come down through these twists. And as I say, you can do this every morning. It's really, really nice just to wake up, take all that fluid that builds up overnight and becomes stagnant in the body and just bring it around and kind of waken yourself up a little bit. So let the hands then just start to get a little bit lazy and we're going to start to flow a little bit. Feet about hips distance apart. We're going to do our first normal half sun salutation and then we're going to add on. So you can decide how much you want to do and you can just repeat whatever feels good to you. Feet about hips distance apart. Push into the earth. Let's take an inhale and reach. Bend your knees as you exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, spine long. As you exhale, bend and fold. As you inhale, push the earth away and reach to the sky. As you exhale, hands to your heart. So that's our regular one. Stay with that if you wish. Or we're going to change it up completely. We're going to twist and breathe. Twist and shout. Twist and breathe. No, I did not do that live, did I? I did it. Sorry. Let's inhale and reach it up. As you exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Just bring your hands wide. As you inhale, reach, twisting to the left, exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Bend your knees. As you exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, flat back. As you exhale, fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Place your left hand in the center of the mat. Inhale the right arm to the sky. The right leg will properly straighten and left knee will bend. Exhale, come back, switch hands. And inhale, left arm is going to rise up. We're going to just move through that 2 more times. Exhale, left hand. And inhale, reach with the right. And exhale, down. And inhale, reach with the left. And that's when, if you want as well, you can have your blocks. Exhale all the way down. When you inhale this time, reach the chest forward, flat back. And bend and fold, exhale. Inhale, reach to the sky. Hands to your heart. Exhale. So we're going to continue to add on now. You can stay with that if you wish. We're going to inhale, we're going to reach. Twist to the right, exhale. Inhale, reach. Twist to the left, exhale. Reach. Bend and fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Right hand reaches, inhale. Fold, exhale, switch hands. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, fold. Straight into your flat back on your inhale. And fold on your exhale. Bend your knees if you don't normally. Stick your bum back. And on your inhale, we find a chair pose. So bum back, knees bent, arms up. On an inhale, we reach. And on your exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to the right. You can twist high or low. Inhale to the center. Bum back, knees bent. Exhale over to the left. Again, maybe your hands touch, maybe not. Inhale, reach. Bent knees, fold, exhale. As you inhale, spine long. Bend, exhale. Push the earth away. Inhale, rise to the sky. Hands to your heart. Exhale. We're going to keep adding on. Inhale, reach. Twist to the right, exhale. Reach. Twist to the left, exhale. Reach. Fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. On your exhale, fold. Really connect with the breath. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, all the way back. Flat back, inhale, chest and spine long. Exhale, fold. Bum back, knees bend. Inhale, chair pose. You can come up quite high. Exhale, twist to the left. To the right, sorry. Might mean the left hand comes here, spine long, or here. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist to the left. So either hand or in the air. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Step the left leg back, exhale. Left knee to the earth. On your inhale, reach to the sky. And on your exhale, twist to the right. We twist 3 times. Inhale, reach. You can stay with wide arms, or on your exhale, bring your hands to touch. Inhale to center. And the same as on the chair pose, if you want, left elbow to the thigh. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and you can crawl back or step back. Take a little stretch out here, bend and straighten and stretch. Take a deep inhale as you bend your knees and lift your bum up and back. Open your mouth as you exhale, release. As you inhale, rock forward to plank. And as you exhale, knees down, elbows back, surrender. Open your chest when you inhale, lift. Surrender completely, exhale. As you inhale, use the earth, bum up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Excellent. Look towards the hands. We're going to walk the feet up towards the top of the mat. We're going to do the opposite side. So on inhale, spine long. On exhale, right leg now is going to step back into that lunge. Back knee down. Find your inhale. Push the earth away and reach. Remember your 3 different twists if you want. On exhale, hands out. Inhale, reach. Or on exhale, hands can be together. Inhale, reach. Or on exhale, that elbow might come towards the outside of your thigh. Inhale, reach. On exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step, hop or jump to the top of the mat. On inhale, spine long. On exhale, fold. Push the earth away on inhale, reach and rise, get as tall as you can. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Excellent. We're only going to add on one more thing to that. Push the earth away. Let's inhale and reach and rise. Twist to the right. Exhale. Flow with your breath. And guys, don't matter if it doesn't go right for you. It doesn't matter where you end up. Just connect to the movement and the breath. Bend and fold and exhale. Spine long on inhale. On exhale, fold down, left hand forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm, reach. Exhale, down. Spine long, inhale, flat back. Bend, exhale. Let chair pose, bum back, knees bend. Inhale, reach. Find your twist to the right, whatever that is on exhale. Inhale, reach. Find your twist, left side. Inhale, reach. Fold, exhale. Inhale, spine long. Left leg steps back. Exhale. You decide, left knee down now or up if you want. Arch yourself down. Inhale, rise. So really strong, especially if that back leg is up. On your inhale, reach, and on your exhale, twist to the right. You decide what hands. Inhale, rise. And exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Last one, exhale, twist. Maybe you hook it on. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. Find your downward facing dog any way you can. A little bit of movement here. You can stay here for a few breaths or flow through that vinyasa with me. Inhale, rocks forward to plank. Knees down, elbows back, soften, exhale. Spine long, chest open, inhale. Exhale, surrender. Use your strength now, guys. Inhale brings you up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Adding on in our down dog today, we're going to bring our feet nice and wide. So as wide as the mat, but bring them in closer to you. So step the foot forward and wide. Maybe the heels come down, they don't have to. Now we're going to stay here, or you're going to see if today your left hand wants to lift. It might just graze, it might not want to lift today. If it does, push into everything else. Bring that left hand under your body and see if you can touch your right leg. And then twist and breathe. Now remember, you might be here going, whoop, like this is not lifting today. Whatever you're doing, breathe. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how it looks. It's just about how it feels. Return. Lengthen and then see maybe the right hand will lift. If it does, you're pushing into that left hand and both legs. Maybe you get the twist. Maybe you hold your ankle, your thigh, your quads, your hamstrings, wherever it is on that left side to twist and all the way back. Make your legs back to your regular down dog and give them a little shake out. Look towards your hands, walk it forward when you're ready. We've got to do the opposite side, so take an inhale and reach the spine long first. And as you exhale, your right leg is going to step back. Now remember, you can bring that back knee to the earth or lift it up. Keep your left knee bent. On inhale, reach it up. Remember, you might be here. It doesn't matter where you are. Fix your clothes if you're like me. Wherever you are on your exhale, find your twist. It might be with long hands, hands together, or here. 2 more times. Really root down through those legs. They're really strong here. Exhale as you want to find your twist. Belly draws in to twist. As you inhale now, reach it up. And as you exhale, find downward facing dog. We're going to step it back. As you step back, take a little bit of movement. We're not going to come through the vinyasa. We're going to just bring those feet wide and shorten the distance again. You might just stay here. You might wiggle and jiggle. Or earth down into the right hand and both feet. See if that left hand wants to come under and touch. If it does and you feel secure, you can draw your chest under a little more. Find a deeper twist. But guys, be respectful of your spine and how it feels. So belly's got to draw in really strong here in order to get a nice, comfortable twist. So you inhale, come back through to center. Now I stay there for quite a few breaths. So you don't have to. Remember, you might just be here or right hand to the outside of that left leg. And again, if it's comfortable, you can think, draw my chest under, open. Soften your face and smile at the camera. Especially because, you know, basically we're just smelling our armpits, so it's fine. And come all the way back. Walk your feet back a little bit. Give yourself a wiggle and a jiggle. Look forward. Start to walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Let's take an inhale and reach the spine long. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Push into that earth as you inhale. Reach and stretch. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Take a moment, guys. Close your eyes. Feel the earth beneath the feet. Lengthen through the spine. Feel the energy flowing through your body. Just take a moment to notice how that feels. As you draw down strong into the earth with the legs, lengthen through the top of the head. Breathe. Feel the pause in the body, feel the surrender. From here, feel grounded, safe and secure. Push the earth away, lengthen through the spine. Take an inhale and reach it up. Take an exhale and fold, bend knees, fold forward. As you inhale, spine nice and long. As you exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. As you inhale here, a little bit of movement. As you exhale, bring your knees towards the earth. Untuck your toes, sink your bum back, child's pose. Take a stretch, take an active stretch. Push your hands strongly down into the mat, and then as if you're pulling them towards you. Take a deep inhale, and exhale through the mouth. As you inhale, roll up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the hands, walk the feet all the way up. Take one inhale into a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Now remember that chair pose from earlier. Bum back, knees bent. Lift the spine long. So you might be quite high, you might be lower. Bum back. We're going to take one tricky transition just for fun. So in this position, if you can find that twist, you're going to bring your hands towards your chest, twist towards the right, and see if you sink your bum back. Can you place it onto your thigh? If you're up high, you're up high. If you're down here, you're down here. What I want you to do is sink your weight, it doesn't matter where you are, onto your right leg. Can you slowly start to lift that left? Now it might just be the heel today. If you can lift the left heel, lift it. If you can you, as slow as possible, step back into a lunge and see if you can end in that twist that you were already in. Lengthen the spine. Maybe look up towards the sky. Remember, your twist today might be here, or it might be here. Not everyone can grab onto that, so don't feel like you have to be able to. It took me a very long time to understand my body enough to know what to do to get there, to draw my belly in. So wherever you are, squeeze that right bum. It should be on fire from stepping back. And simply wherever you are, if you're here, can you now draw your weight into the front leg? Woo, slowly start to bring that left leg up to meet it. Inhale, push the earth away and rise. Exhale, chair pose, bum back. Get tall, inhale, bum back, belly in. As you exhale, twist to the opposite side. I know I'm asking a lot of you on a Saturday morning, guys, but it's fun, right? We're going to eat Easter eggs after this. So, as you twist towards the left, remember, you might hook. If you hook, it's a little easier to step back. If you're up here, you actually require more work. So wherever you are, see if the right heel lifts. That might be where you stay today, and if it is, great. At least you're here with me. If you can, keep the front knee bent. Slowly start to lift that back leg up. Slowly start to step back. Find that lunge if you can. If you can, wiggle the back leg back. Deep bend in the front leg. If you're hooked, use that hook, belly in, lengthen the spine. Maybe look up towards the sky. Remember, you might also be here. Back knee might be down, you might be here. There's no difference, same position, exact same movement in the body. Woo, see, I fell. If you fall, remember my thing. Gotta laugh at yourself, guys. There's enough crazy stuff going on in the world. If you can, this time we're going to see again. Can you bring your weight forward? Can you start to come forward? Maybe you need your hands. Maybe you need everything to balance yourself. Step the right leg to meet the left. Take an inhale, spine long. Take an exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Take one deep inhale. Open your mouth, exhale out. Soften your knees to the earth. Sink your bum back, exhale. Take one nice long inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Take a moment to surrender. If you can surrender in a child's pose, do so. If that's uncomfortable, you can bring your bum over your knees, bring your forearms to the ground, and take a moment to just surrender here. Just take a breath. Allow the breath to just simply sink down into the earth. So as today it's not going to be a full hour, at least it wasn't meant to be. Whoops. So we're going to simply come back to a seated position, however that is for you. Open your chest nice and long, sit nice and tall. If you can sit on your heels, do so. If you prefer to sit cross-legged, do so. If you prefer to have the legs out, do so. So we're not going to finish in Shavasana today, because I want you to have that bit of energy for the day. But if you'd like to sit in to come to Shavasana is the word, then I do have a guided one on YouTube, Michelle Simply Yoga Ireland. And it's really, really nice just to get that time. I do love Shavasana after any movement, I have to say, but I do want to keep these that you might have a little bit of energy. I see my cat joined me. I don't know if you can see her or not. That's Charlie. Over. Anyway, sit nice and tall, lengthen the spine. Just take a moment. And again, if you want to turn this off now and go for Shavasana, please feel free. Or else just take a moment to sit tall. You can bring your hands together to touch at your heart center. Find a tall spine, and it doesn't matter how you are seated today. Lengthen through the top of the head. Take a moment to come back to your breath. And just allow your breath to be comfortable, to be steady. Notice it. Notice the difference from the movement. Sometimes you'll be able to even feel your heart beating. You might notice that the breath is becoming super relaxed and long and comfortable, or your awareness might be even that your breath is still trying to catch up on itself, that it's hurried and quick because of the movements that you've been doing. Wherever it is, just allow it to find a natural rhythm now. As your breath finds a natural rhythm, take a moment to notice those pauses in between the breath. And without really on purpose, without holding it for too long, maybe just grab that stillness as attention. Just hold that stillness. Notice it. When you notice it, feel it. Be in it. But don't stop the breath from coming, the inhale or the exhale. We're not resisting the breath. We're just trying to hold that stillness for a moment when it is there. Just to notice. So we hold the stillness in the breath. We give our bodies time as if we are in Shavasana to just reset. Take an inhale where you reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Hands towards your heart center as you exhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Happy Easter. And I don't know if Christina joined in, but if you did, Christina, happy birthday. Said I wouldn't embarrass you, but you know.